What's going on, everybody? I understand you, man.
Situation, right? Did you see that? Did you watch the game at all?
Talking about with two? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, man, that shit pissed me off, bro. And I'm gonna say my piece right here on my fucking podcast because it's my motherfucking podcast, right? I say that that defender was malicious, bro. Right now, everybody placing blame and pointing the fingers at the organizations and NFLPA and the concussion protocols. That's above my pay grade. I don't see it from that perspective because I'm just a fan watching football, right? And I watched it live as the tackle took place. And coming into the game, it was no secret that it was a back injury. Now, even though it wasn't a back injury, it was actually a head injury. It was announced to the world, pretty much, and the media and everybody watching that. Okay, Tua he's playing hurt, and he's gonna do his best. So the opposing team takes advantage of that. Say, well, his back there, I'm going to tackle him real hard and get him out the game. But in doing that, you almost killed him. Like the man's fingers curled up and shit, right? And I saw how the dude tackled him. It was like he tackled him and Tua's down. His butt is on the ground. I'm talking about he grabbed him, he pulls him down, right? And Tua's butt is on the ground. And then he spins, twists his body, and then slams him on his back. That extra tackle, that extra part of the tackle was why I say it was malicious, because it's like, you already had the sack. Just get up. Just let him go. You brought him down. His ass is on the ground. The ball is down. So just both of y'all get off each other and get up. No, you got to swing your body, slam him on his fucking back, which damn near killed him. And that's why I was like, everybody in the media and everybody is ignoring this Bengals defender who did that. Maybe I'm the only person or maybe the few people that saw it from that perspective, but I'm just like, you knew the man was hurt, and here's your opportunity to try to hurt him even more. Now, I could see if it happened during a collision or with an accident. You tackled this man, he's down already. His butt is on the grass. That is down. He ain't going nowhere. That's a sack. So instead of you getting up and y'all both letting him get up, you twist your body and swing all your weight on him and slam him on his fucking back further. Like you needed to emphasize this tackle, which was completely fucking necessary. I just want to get all that spill out, because that's how I feel about it. I feel like this shit was malicious. Of course, they're gonna point their fingers at the concussion protocols and everybody who's higher ups and the coach and shit, and they may very well have some blame. I'm not absolving them at all, but I'm saying include in the blame game, include the Cincinnati Bengals defensive line.
Yeah,
I don't even know the dude name.
Yeah, personally, I don't even think he should have played, because I was watching it from last week. That didn't look like no back injury. He looked like his legs gave out on him.
Right, and that's where the higher pay grade stuff come out of play, where it's their fault for letting them be in the first place. But I feel like this. Other players have said what I'm saying. Other ex-players have said to the effect of, people got families to feed, people got lives. Why would you go out there and try to end a man's career just for one play? One play, and you're trying to end a man's whole career, and then you might not necessarily win the game or even go to the Super Bowl. And then the team might not even re-sign you next year. You might not necessarily get re-signed next year to that team while you out here hurting people and ending people's careers. Now your career over because nobody's re-signing you. Like it's not a guarantee for you to get on a team just because you used to play for football. Every year, a new set of, young bucks is coming to the team to try to take your spot, just outperforming you. And you out here hurting people on purpose, your day coming. And then what happens as a defender? You twist your ankle in practice and you hurt yourself and you can't play. Now you got to get this. Now you got to file that workman's comp and all that stuff and do the settlement, the injury settlement with your team. And now you sit on the couch watching TV flicking channels, hoping that the team calls you back because you a dirty player out here. You just wanna get that tackle. You just want to get that sack and shine, but you out here hurting people. And I'm saying it from a perspective of karma. Like, at the end of the day, man, you a football player's career ain't that long. Everybody can't do the Tom Brady or the what's his name? Aaron Rodgers. They can't. Anybody ain't playing in the league that long. So I'm saying from the perspective, yes, it's football and injuries happen, but stop trying to kill each other on purpose. Like tackle your man, tackle him, bring him down, whatever. Collisions gonna happen. But in a situation where you got a man down and you on some bullshit, right? Me as a fan, as a football fan, I don't enjoy seeing that. I'm not excited to see a defender hit a guy so hard that he damn near kill him. I don't yell and jump for joy for that shit. That I cringe at that and it makes me turn the fucking TV off. I don't even want to watch the game no more because that shit is unnecessary. So said all that. Now let's get to these flags because I know you hot as hell with that motherfucking rules. But I know
man, AC when I've been hot. Like it reached one day to 88. So
yeah. Anyway, let's see what we got. I'm gonna let you start us off quarterback because I always start.
What? Well, I'm gonna make it easy for you. I'm going Jared Goff.
You gonna go Jared Goff against the Rangers? I actually like that shit. I wasn't gonna go with Jared Goff. I like that shit. Because Jared Goff is, if you look at Jared Goff's numbers and his game log, Jared Goff is balling.
Yes.
Win or lose, he balls. So, because we picking players, not teams to win. It doesn't matter who wins or loses. Player production is what we're looking at. So we're gonna pair him up with.
Let me see. Who's a good pair for him? But just about everybody's out. Everybody's questionable. Only he's got Raymond, Kennedy, Alexander, and Johnson. It looks like. Brown's questionable. Is he gonna play? Is a question. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know. Maybe Jared Goff might not be a good pick because we don't really know who is receiving. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Hawkinson. You can throw it to T.J. Hawkinson. Look at T.J. Hawkinson's.
Yeah, that's true.
That can be your receiver. It's up to you though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
If you're gonna go with Goff, if you're gonna go with Goff, you gotta throw it to somebody, and it's probably best to throw it to T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah, $4,900 is not over expensive either.
Yeah. Let's see. Derrick Henry finally had a decent game last two games. I mean, for his price, he's still not putting out big numbers like that. But his price, I think I deserve more. I mean, because Nick Chubb, he's giving you the same numbers as Derrick Henry. Right? Nick Chubb is giving you the same numbers. Austin Eckler pissed me off last week, but then he redeemed himself later in the game. So he did. I'm gonna admit, like he had me irate as a hell, with Austin. But I think I'm gonna go with Eckler because the Cleveland Browns really ain't stopping nobody too much. I think Eckler gonna be more of a receiver than a running back against the Cleveland Browns. Not that he ain't gonna get no rushing yards. I don't think he gonna get 100 rushing yards because of Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns defensive line. But I think they'll use Eckler as a receiver.
Gotcha.
Especially Keenan Allen now.
I think I'm going to double up on that game. I think I'm going to go Chubb.
You go with Chubb? Okay.
Yeah.
Because Delvin Cook, man, I don't trust Delvin Cook. You know what? Let me take it back. You go with Chubb. I don't want Eckler. I want Fournette. Fournette against Atlanta. I don't want Eckler.
That's actually not a bad pick.
You need Fournette. Chubb is your running back. I'll take Fournette instead of Austin.
Gotcha. We are over to the receivers. I think it's your pick, ain't it? Yeah.
My pick?
I take that back. It's probably mine.
Yeah, because I just picked no. I picked Fournette. Yeah, it's your pick.
I think I'm gonna take Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk against
Houston.
I always laugh like that when you say the Texans. Like, I always laugh because listen, I think the Jaguars gonna beat the shit out of them Texans. I live in Houston, so I love shitting on the Texans, bro. I'm not a Houston Texans fan by no means, by a long shot. Not a Houston Texans fan. I think I'm gonna get this out the way. I know this is we probably shouldn't spend this much money on defense, but of the defense in this particular thing, I think the Bills are gonna shut out the Steelers. I think it's gonna be a complete shutout. I don't think the Steelers. If the Steelers kick a field goal, I'd be shocked, and I won't be shocked. I think the only points they'll score is a field goal. I don't think they're going to get any touchdowns at all against the Bills. At all. And there's nothing against Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin just don't have a good offense. His defense is lackluster because he lost TJ Watt and one of his somebody in the secondary. So Stephon Diggs don't eat. I just think the Bills, I know they 4,000. I know it's too much for defense, but I think the Bills going to shut them out. I just don't think the Steelers going to score any points at all. I don't think they're going to put no points on the board. And if they do, it'll be a field goal. That's just I could be wrong, of course. That's just how I see the Bills versus Steelers game. I think the Bills defense is going to shut them out. I don't think they're going to score no points. That's just what I'm calling it. And a shutout could be, like I said, 20-some odd points, 30 points to like 6 points, 3 points or whatever. You know, they could put some points on the board, but I still think it ain't going to be touchdowns. I think it's going to be kicks. They might get 2 field goals in 4 quarters of football against the Bills defense. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, you might be right. All right, well, we're going with the Bills defense. Let's see. So we got flex and 2 receivers. We're going to find a cheap receiver. Lockett's starting to get up there in price. Is Joe Flacco starting this week? Or they got the other
I'm not keeping following it just like that, to be honest with you. So I really don't know. I don't know. I really have not been following the Jets like that.
Gotcha.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the Jets doing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they go on Zach Wilson. Because I was shocked that he played. Let's see here. So who's Zach Wilson's against Miami? No, I don't know if I want to mess with that Miami defense.
Nah. And the thing with Miami is Tyreek Hill even gonna play? And see, the thing with Miami is the fact that Tua is not there. That kind of hurts Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill's production because Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill are responding to Tua. They don't respond to Teddy Bridgewater like that. I just think that had Tua not got hurt, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill would be good picks right now, especially against the Jets.
You're right.
If in a perfect world, our quarterback would be Tua, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill in this slate against the Jets because they would destroy the Jets if he was playing. Since he's not gonna play, and and then Tyreek Hill looking like he might not play. I don't know who's gonna. And the Jets are very capable of winning. Now I ain't been following them, but I look at their record. The Jets are not losing. They ain't got no losing record. They got a winning record. So I think that without Tua and without Tyreek Hill, I think the Jets can win this game. I don't know if they're going to win, but they can win this Miami Dolphins game. So I personally think to just say both. And I agree with you. The Miami defense gonna shut at least the secondary. Now I don't know about the run game. The defense is shaky when it comes to the run. The Miami Dolphins defense. I watched them, but they secondary, bro, they shutting you out. It's hard. It's gonna hard to get some passes from you. Yeah, Miami defense on secondary is legit. You know, they just said they run defense ain't that good. But I still don't want the Jets running back though. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I'm not picking him because last week, like I said, I had Flacco and I just like he didn't play. I was like,
yeah.
when did they switch that up? I said he was doing very good, but yeah, they switched up last week. Let's see here. I think I'm going to go with Mooney. Bears going up against 5,000. I'm thinking I might get rid of Chubb.
Yeah, get rid of Chubb. Who else are running back you think that I actually like Jamal Williams though, bro. Like Jamal Williams, look at his game log, bro. Look at Jamal Williams, man. Dude has been holding his weight, man. And his price, he is paying his price.
Yes, he is, but is Swift out? Yep, Swift's out. Yeah, I go with Jamal. Because he's a receiver, too.
I was just going to say that. You took the words out of my mouth. So you got two receivers since Amon-Ra may or may not play. But even if he do play, he's going to be limited. Cephas is on injured reserve. Cortez Cephas on injured reserve. You got DJ Shark, Josh Reynolds, and a banged up Amon-Ra who may or may not. And I think if he hurt, Coach Campbell gonna hold him out. Even if he feel like he can play, Coach Campbell gonna say nope. It's just the Patriots. We need you for the Dallas Cowboys game, which we do need him for the Dallas Cowboys game. The Lions need Amon-Ra St. Brown for this Cowboys game next week on the bye. So it's probably best to rest him, even if he is feeling good, and just let them boys bang it out with the Patriots. I still think the Lions can beat the Patriots. I mean, we talked about, this Lions team can beat the Patriots. Like, the Lions putting up points. They just can't really stop no good teams on defense, but the Patriots are not good on offense. No. The Lions defense is strong enough to stop the Patriots on offense. Now, they not. The Lions really, really need to work on their defense, right? But they offense explosive, and last week they was banged up. We didn't have no Amon-Ra St. Brown, and they still put 45 points on the board. TJ Hawkinson went off. Jamal Williams went off. Jared Goff went off. They lost, but they only lost by 3 points. It was 48-45. Lions had 45 points. Think about what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm looking at, and I'm saying anybody who's listening, fade Patriots offense. Don't just because you think the Lions trash don't mean you should get a Patriot against this Lions game. Then the Patriots gonna disappoint you, because right now the Patriots is the Lions right now. The Patriots is trash.
Yeah, they're not all that good anymore.
They trash. Bill Belichick, greatest coach on earth. You can be the greatest coach on earth, but if you got trash players out there playing, you can't coach your way. You can't coach trash. I mean, if you got trash players, you got trash players. That ain't Bill Belichick's fault. He's the greatest coach alive, but he still can't make these trash players be good.
That's true.
Go ahead, Fab. Go ahead. It's on you.
Yeah, I got something for you, though.
Could you switch that?
Yeah. So, is Geno Smith for real?
Man, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think he's gonna have? You think he's gonna have an okay game?
Geno Smith had a good game against the Lions because the Lions just not good on defense. But this, I think, in this sense of the Saints, I think that's a game to watch. But I wouldn't bet on the game. I wouldn't trust Geno Smith because look at Geno Smith's game log. Let's go look at his game log right now. He had a good game against the Lions. We'll give him that. But I'm trying to go to his game log. To a good team. He played a good team. All right. The 49ers beat the snot out of him. 7-27. Geno Smith threw for 197 yards and an interception. He didn't do no touchdown against 49.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And he had an okay game against Atlanta, you know, saying 27-23, but he lost. Atlanta Falcons beat Geno Smith. The Atlanta Falcons beat Geno Smith. Right? So he's going against the Saints. Now, I'm not saying the Saints are a good team. I'm saying that game is going to upset you if you bet on it. If you pick a Saint or if you pick a Seahawk, you're going to be upset. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know how the game's going to go. I don't know who's going to win because they both can beat each other. I don't trust Geno Smith and I don't trust Andy Dalton in New Orleans. I don't trust either team.
Gotcha. I was just looking at the receivers because Metcalf showed up. I know Watkins been showing up. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at Geno as a quarterback. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at his receivers, who he's throwing to.
I would not trust anybody on them teams.
Gotcha.
Because that game's going to piss you off. Who you want him to throw the ball to? Like, for example, I take that back. There is one player, and I won't say trust him, but he's the only player in that game that I trust, and that's Willie Disley, Seahawks scout tight end.
Really?
I'm talking about, listen, I don't trust him, but if I had to pick somebody, if somebody put a gun in my head and said, pick one player from this game, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it be the Saints or the Seahawks, the player that I would pick is Willie Disley, it's the Seahawks tight end. Don't trust him, but he's the only player in that game that I would bet money on to produce on your lineup. Outside of that, shit, you're gonna be upset because Rashad Penny might go off and you don't pick him because you picked DK Metcalf. When you picked DK Metcalf, but you didn't pick Rashad Penny, so he goes off. You didn't pick Tyler Lockett, he went off, but you had the other two. It's like it's gonna upset you, but you know who really gonna be consistent? Willie Disley. Because that's who Geno Smith throw the ball to when he in danger. He them the safe pass. And at the end of fourth quarter, Willie Disley, the unknown tight end in Seahawks, has got 17, 18 points on your squad as a tight end in your spot. And he like $3,000, $3,400, $2,800, something like that. And that's it. I still say fade that game. But if you're gonna pick a receiver, and you can still pick him in the flex, it'll be Willie Disley.
I'm just looking at all the receivers there, kind of thin for this 1 o'clock game.
That's what I'm saying. So if you just have to be bothered with that game, be safe and be Willie Disley. That's a safe pick. The safest pick in that game is Willie Disley. And our receivers ain't thin. You ain't even paying attention to the Buffalo Bills game. You got Gabriel Davis. You got Adam Thielen. You got Terry McLaurin. You got Amari Cooper. Chris Godwin.
I was thinking. I don't think that Tampa Bay game gonna be all passing though. That's my biggest issue. Because
Tom Brady's offensive line. Yeah.
He's a game manager, so I think Fournette's gonna get that. Gonna get a lot of work. Gonna have a very large workload.
Yeah, but all right. So let me hit you to a different thing, right?
Gotcha.
Now, Tennessee defense is trash. The Titans defense is trash. They can't stop nobody.
I was just looking at that too.
They can't stop. They can't stop the run, and they can't stop the pass because the Lions beat them. The Lions ran for 100 and okay. So let me take it back. You said it right. What's his name? The Lions running back.
Jamal Williams.
DeAndre Swift ran for 161 rushing yards against Washington. On 11 carries, he ran for 161 rushing yards. Just him. Jamal Williams separately ran for 82 rushing yards. Jamal Williams by himself had 80-something rushing yards. Just them two alone, that's over 200-something rushing yards. Almost, yeah, just them two. So we don't have Henry, but not that we need him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, I said Henry. We don't have Antonio Gibson. So I'm saying you could looking at the defense. I'm looking at the Tennessee Titans defense. Is what I'm speaking about. That's what I'm getting at here. I'm picking at their defense. They can't stop the run and they can't stop the pass. So if you just need a receiver, check out Washington and also look at Carson Wentz's numbers. Carson Wentz losing like a mug, but he's still putting up fantasy points.
How much is Carson Wentz?
He's same price as Goff.
No, he's 400 less.
A little cheaper. Yeah. Look at his game log. Look at Carson Wentz's game. The last 2 games he played some solid defense. Look what he did to Jacksonville.
I'm literally thinking Goff might need to go back down and get Wentz. And then pick it up and probably get and then for my receiver I'll probably pick up Curtis Samuel.
Good. Carson Wentz, Curtis Samuel. That's your receiver, Curtis Samuel?
Yeah.
Okay. So my pick would be. I'll take Devontae Parker in New England.
Oh wow.
I think he'll have an okay day. I mean, I could see him giving me 15, 16 points for his price against the Lions weak secondary. I don't see him falling out, right? But I don't see why a New England Patriot on wide receiver wouldn't have a nice little fantasy day, maybe 20 points. Maybe he gets 7 catches for like 90 yards against the Lions. He will. I don't think they're going to win. I don't think the Patriots going to win. But the Lions allow too many fucking passing yards. They do. They allow the receivers to run around. They don't allow rushing yards. So and it's not like the Patriots got a good running back. But the Lions are going to shut down the run, and the Patriots going to have to pass the ball all day. And they're going to have a good day passing because it's not like our DBs can stop anything. So I think Devontae Parker has good. I'm just saying, the Lions are going to win, but I might as well get some of the Devontae Parker productivity because it's week 5. Bill Belichick trusts Devontae Parker. And the quarterback, what's the quarterback for the Patriots?
I think it's Mac Jones playing.
Mac Jones trusts Devontae Parker. If you look at Parker's numbers, he's been pretty so far he's been pretty consistent. So just roll with that, especially against a Lions secondary who really ain't that good with passes.
Actually, it's Zepping this week.
Who? That's the quarterback?
Yeah. I don't know who this guy is.
Okay, then never mind. Since that's the case, let me get rid of Devontae Parker because I don't know this quarterback and he might not even throw the ball to Parker. So.
Did you put Wentz did you put Wentz at quarterback?
No. Here's what I was doing. I kept Goff at quarterback, and I did get Curtis Samuels because I don't think we need to get rid of Goff. I think Goff is going to have a good game.
Okay.
But there are some receivers down here at the bottom that I think you probably should take a look at. Let's see. Okay, Cole Beasley retired, so don't pick him. Caleb Raymond is gonna play because Quintez Cephas is out, and Caleb Raymond is gonna be among the receivers in Detroit who's gonna be getting some production. I'm gonna read it for you. Raymond saw a jump in playing time with Amon-Ra St. Brown and DJ Shark out of commission. However, he didn't play much of a role in this high-scoring affair, despite seeing a handful of opportunities. Raymond could easily return to seeing single-digit offensive game snaps as Brown comes. Okay, never mind. Let me see. Well, if not Raymond, where's Josh Reynolds? Josh, but he's cheap. No, he's cheap. He's a cheap receiver. Okay, hold on. Let me read up on him. Reynolds seems on track to suit up after playing through the same injury last week. Still a while, DJ Shark will miss another week with his ankle injury while Amon-Ra St. Brown is questioned. So, instead of Caleb Raymond, I'm going to pick, instead of, I was just going to say Caleb Raymond. Instead of getting Caleb Raymond and instead of getting Devontae Parker, who's also $4,700 and not same as Josh Reynolds pretty much, I'm going to get Josh Reynolds. Since you got Goff, got TJ Hawkinson, got Jamal Williams, that's another authentic receiver for Goff to throw the ball to. Authentic receiver. And Goff is hot right now. This is a Detroit Lions stack. I like it. Just fill that flex spot and we good. Like the Lions is finna win this game. They need this win. They need this win, but I think they gonna win because the Patriots is trash. Lions beat trash teams. Now they'll beat the trash team. They can't. Just the good teams they having problems with, but the trash team ain't got a chance against the Lions. Lions finna win this game. They finna be 2-4, or 2-3. Yeah, finna be 2-3.
Gotcha. They shouldn't have lost those last couple games.
I mean, it is what it is. You know, I think that was coaching. I think that came down to coaching more so than players. Dan Campbell got to take that L for them last two games, not the players. The players did their job. Dan Campbell in his game management and his play calling messed that up. That's just my opinion. Like, if we had to go back and analyze the two games they lost, I would blame those losses on the coach's game management. The plays that he called at the time he called those plays, the decisions that he made. Because the players went out there and they executed. 45 points on the board last week and then another 30-some-odd, 42 points the week before against the Eagles. Still lost by 3 points. Those last-minute situations, it seems like Dan Campbell gets flustered and he makes bad decisions. He'll tell the team to do a play that's probably not a smart play. The team has played their heart out for 4 quarters and they done won the game, but Dan Campbell have them do something stupid and then they mess up and lose. And it's not. I don't blame the Detroit Lions players as much as I blame the coaching staff, especially the defense. Aaron Glenn got to take this L for all them points that he's allowing on defense because of the defensive plays he's calling. The defensive plays, or the order that he's calling them, whatever you want to call that, you are allowing a lot of points, Aaron Glenn. So this isn't the players not doing their job. The players are doing what the coaches are telling them to do, and they're executing those orders to the T. They're doing a good job carrying out orders. So we can't say the players are trash. The players are doing what they're told to do, and they're doing a good job at what they're told to do. But if you're telling me to go left and the defender, and the offensive dude went right, that's not my fault, coach. I did what you told me to do. So that's just how I feel. This ain't every situation. This is just the last 2 games. Detroit Lions, my opinion. Them 2 L's, I blame Dan Campbell. I don't blame Jamal Williams and Jared Goff and everybody else. I don't blame none of them players. I don't even blame the defense for allowing them points. I blame the coaches. I blame that's play calling right there. That's all play calling because them dudes is out there balling. These Detroit Lions on offense and defense are out there balling, but they can only do what they told to do. And you can't get mad at a player for following orders. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at a player for following orders. Go ahead, bro. It's a flex spot you gotta feel.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going with Gerald Everett from Chargers.
backfield. That's a good pick, though. I mean, with the situation, what it is.
Yeah.
So let's see. We got Jared Goff, Jamal Williams, Fournette, which I think is going to be a good pick. I think he's going to be very used a lot in that game, running and catching. I think Christian Kirk is a sleepy pick. I like the Curtis Samuels pick against Tennessee because Tennessee's defense is trash. Josh Reynolds, I think, is just, if we didn't get T.J. Hawkinson, you got to have Josh Reynolds because that's our Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's our star receiver right there. All right. Hawkinson, of course, is going to do his job. And I think the Bills' defense is just going to shut out the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm about to enter this lineup. We spent a little bit too much time on it, but let's go ahead and jump on Tiers, afternoon only, 3 games.
Gotcha. Well, I picked first last time. That's all you.
It's on me?
Yeah.
I'm so glad it's on me because you would not have picked this guy. I'm picking him, though. Give me Jalen Hurts. I'll take Jalen Hurts against Arizona, against the Cardinals.
Wait, hold up. You're not picking Kyler Murray?
No, I'm not playing Call because he's playing Call of Duty. Understand me? I don't want to play Call of Duty with Kyler Murray. I want to play football.
I don't blame you. Man. Cup might have a good. I don't know if Cup's gonna have a good game.
Me neither. I don't think he's gonna, especially in Dallas.
You heard my things I told you about earlier. I think Stafford's gonna get sacked all over them. Sacked all over them. Running all game.
2 interceptions, at least 2. Now maybe 3. I'm telling y'all right now on my live stream, right? Matthew Stafford is gonna throw at least 2 interceptions against the Dallas Cowboys. Right. He's gonna throw 2 of them because he's gonna be trying to force that ball to Cooper Kupp. And Coach McCarthy is a good coach. He knows how to. All these coaches are gonna shut the Rams out because Matthew Stafford is gonna force the ball to Cooper Kupp just like he did to Megatron. Just like Stafford is a predictable quarterback. So. No, don't pick Cooper Kupp against the Cowboys. No, Cooper Kupp is going to have a bad day tomorrow.
I'm going, but you're 2-1, Debo.
You want Samuel?
Yeah.
Deep, yeah, against them Carolinas. I'll take Miles Sanders. Miles.
Pick your head, but he's not doing good.
Don't pick up.
He said that quick.
Trust me, don't pick. They starving. Zeke starving. He's skinny. They ain't feeding him at all. Zeke on a diet.
I think they about to. It looks like they about to try to move away from him.
They will. And after this year, they're gonna buy him out and get him up out of there. He's doing it to himself, though. They're not gonna keep paying him that much money.
Yeah. Hold on, just say that. I think I might go Smith. What's your thoughts on that?
Devontae Smith? Well, I mean, I got I do have Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, sure.
See why not?
Go Devontae Smith.
Let's see, we got the stack, but I have a pick that I think, you know what? No, because it might not. Oh, let me see. Kansas City Chiefs, Vegas Raiders, and Carolina Panthers. I don't know. That might be a good pick. I'm gonna go with Zach Ertz. Because I want Gallup, but I don't trust Gallup yet because I don't really know how they playing him. Gallup is playing, but he's in limited capacity, and I don't know what they're doing with Gallup. He's playing, but he's not out there fully. They slowly working him in. I think he'll be fully back full time next week against the Lions. When the Cowboys play the Lions, no, they're playing week after next. They're playing week 7. So
I was about to say I'm all over that game.
because next week I think the Lions or the Cowboys have a bye week. So I don't know which one of the teams have a bye week next week, and then the Lions and the Cowboys play week 7. So I think when the Cowboys play the Lions, Michael Gallup will be full capacity. So I think you should probably fade Gallup. If you're listening, fade Gallup against the Rams because of the way that they're gonna pull him in and out of the game. He'll probably do something while he's in the game. They'll probably throw a touchdown pass to him only or something. But then after that, they finna sit him down because they don't want to hurt him. Which means that's kind of like stunt your production. You kind of need those receptions. You need them targets. You need them yards after the catch, other than just touchdowns. And if you're just depending on him getting a touchdown pass because they'll just let him play for a minute, that's not cool. But week 7 and going forward, of course, pick Gallup. So I think, yes, he's playing, but I don't really know. I don't know how Dallas is going to play Michael Gallup, because last week I picked Michael Gallup, and he was only in there for like 10 or 15 snaps. He caught a few passes. He caught a touchdown pass, and that's it. You didn't see Gallup no more for the game. And I still I know that he's still kind of like, questionable going into the game. He's not 100%, if that makes sense. He's playing, but he's not 100%. And the coach is just letting him do stuff just to get his feet wet, but he's not full load. I say Zach Ertz in the T5 spot, and not Kyler Murray, but Zach Ertz is who Kyler throwing the ball to a lot. Kyler is throwing it to him in duress type situation. He's always under duress, and he'll throw it to Zach Ertz. So Zach Ertz, I think, is a safe pick, because even with Philly, they're probably gonna lose this game. Cardinals ain't gonna win, but Zach Ertz gonna give you some production.
Yeah. Well, tier 6 is gonna be easy for me.
I already know who you picking.
Noah Brown.
Of course, that's who you picking.
I said something about him during the first week, and he did pretty darn good.
It's been your dude since week 1 of football. Week 1 up, and it's week 5, and he's been consistent up until week 5. So I can't argue with you. I'm not gonna give you no shit about Noah Brown no more. I gave you shit about it. I didn't really give you shit about it. I just wasn't fully on board yet, because I just didn't see Dak Prescott throwing him the ball. But Dak Prescott gets hurt, and then Cooper Rush comes in mid-game and starts throwing it to Noah Brown. So that's like, that's how that happened. And then ever since Cooper, Noah Brown been balling. So I ain't not giving you no issues. I'm about to enter that spot. I'm not giving you no issues about Noah Brown, because you have been right about Noah Brown and Christian Kirk since week 1.
Yeah. Christian
Kirk and Noah Brown have been, those were your picks. Those were little diamonds in the rough that you found. You dug your shovel into that dirt, and you dug up them 2 diamonds, and they've been shining since week 1, and I can't argue with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't. So you say pick Christian Kirk, I'm gonna trust you, because this is week 5. Week 1 through 4, both of those guys have been pretty consistent. They ain't been balling, but they haven't been ice cold either, and I can't argue with those picks.
Gotcha.
So let's see. All right, well, getting down to the wire here. Last lineup for the show before we close out. Prime time.
Classic or
game. Classic. Prime time classic. Ha ha ha. I like this slate already.
Jeez.
Pretty please, let me start off.
Go ahead, man.
I want Lamar Jackson as my quarterback. And I'm going to throw the ball to Mark Andrews.
Yes. I can't argue with you there.
I do not like the Bengals anymore because of what they did to Tua, and I'm not even a Dolphins fan. I am not a Miami Dolphins fan. I know people think like I'm just some crazy Dolphins fan who's butthurt and salty. I am not a Miami Dolphins fan. I live in Texas. I'm a Detroit Lions fan, actually. But I don't like what they did to Tua. I just don't. I saw it. I don't like it, and I hope the Ravens beat the shit out of the Bengals and shut them all the way down. Give me Lamar Jackson and Andrews to start this up. I like this slate right here. This is a slate. I'm gonna make multiple lineups in this slate. This is gonna be the show squad before we end the show. But when we end this show, I'm gonna go before I go to bed tonight. I'm making multiple different combinations. I'm a Lamar Jackson 3 different times. I'm making 3 different Lamar Jackson squad, 3 different routes I'm gonna take. I want a piece of the Bengals ass. I'm telling you. I took it personal when they tackled that dude like that, and I'm telling you, I swear to you, I'm not a Miami Dolphins fan. I don't care if the Dolphins go to the playoffs. I don't even care.
I'll put it to you like this. My wife watched the game, and she was not happy about that tackle. She's not even a football fan. She's like, what the fuck
You
did
see
they
what I'm
do?
saying? That's like, yo, why? What's wrong with you? So, yeah. So, go ahead. It's on you. I just wanted to get it out the way. I know I spent the money.
I'm
going
Josh Jacobs.
Running back? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a sneaky pick. That's a sneaky pick. No Joe Mixon. Nope. Don't want no Joe Mixon.
Only one there is Hilaire or Dubbins.
I'm going to get both of them.
Really?
We're going to start off. Start off with Dobbins. Give me Dobbins.
Put some Hilaire in the flex.
Yep. Exactly. Gotta have Edwards Hilaire against the Vegas Raiders, bro. He does well against those guys.
Well, we got the Chiefs, we got the Raiders, we got the Onis. I'm gonna go with the Ravens defense on this one.
Why would you not want to? Exactly. I'm gonna say because if you didn't, I was going to. Now give me Edwards Hilaire in the flex.
He's in the flex.
Yep.
Now
we
get to the fun part, the receivers.
We got 16 grand. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we got some stuff to do here.
Yeah, let's see.
We can pull it off. It's on you.
I'm gonna go cheap. I'm gonna go Devin Duvernay. Yeah,
Devin Duvernay.
3,800.
You're gonna go cheap. I'm gonna go expensive, and I'm gonna get Devontae Adams.
I'm not mad at that pick.
Yeah, against the Chiefs secondary. The Chiefs secondary ain't stopping Devontae Adams.
That's true. And I think I'm gonna go with Mac Hollins.
Mac Hollins? Yeah, good pick because the thing about the Chiefs wide receiver corps is you don't know who the hell gonna go off. It could be Hardeman, it could be Valdez Scantling, it could be Juju Smith, it could be Travis Kelce. You don't know. It's you just don't know. And all these guys are gonna play well, but let's say it's Mecole Hardman. Well, good for Mecole Hardman. How would you know to pick him? Let's say it's Valdez Scantling. Let's say it's Juju Smith. The Chiefs got too many good receivers. You got Juju Smith, Valdez, Mecole Hardman, Travis Kelce, Clyde Edwards-Hilaire, another dude, I can't think of his name. Like, they got too many receivers. You just got to fade them guys. Edwards-Hilaire is their running back, so you can pick him safely. But who the hell do you pick on the Chiefs as a receiver? You don't know who the fuck Patrick Mahomes gonna throw that ball to.
Outside of Kelce, you don't know.
Patrick Mahomes threw a shovel pass to a guy that nobody ever heard of last week.
I was like, what the fuck?
Nobody's ever heard that dude. That's the only thing. That's the only glory that dude gonna get. You never gonna hear his name again. He got a touchdown pass last week from Patrick Mahomes. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
and he just flicked it like here.
It's best to if you could just pick Patrick Mahomes and pair him up with Edwards-Hilaire. That's your best bet when you making lineup, or if you playing different type of fantasy sports where you just picking winners and losers, like who gonna win, the Chiefs or the Vegas Raiders? Like pick the Chiefs because, and then they ask you trivia questions like how many yards will Patrick Mahomes throw? Will he? If you play fantasy sports in that capacity, because fantasy sports is played in so many different ways. We're playing player sports where we pick an individual player production, but there are different
apps and different avenues to play fantasy sports where you just doing trivia questions, and you just answering questions like Yahoo Sports got it all the time. Every week there's a Yahoo trivia quiz for every week, like how many yards is gonna be, how many touchdowns gonna be scored, who's gonna get sacked and stuff like that. Then yes, you would go with, if they ask you a Patrick Mahomes question, you would pick Patrick Mahomes type of situation. But as far as picking Chiefs wide receivers, that is very difficult. Even Patrick Mahomes himself said it. He said it at the start of the season this year. They had a mic in his face. He said, "I'm sorry, fantasy sports people. I don't know who's gonna go off on each week. I'm sorry, I can't say that to y'all because even I don't know. Every week it's gonna be a different guy because we got so many guys, and I can't make everybody happy." He's like, I love my guys. I want to get my guys the ball. And he was just like, I really can't tell y'all to lean in either way. He's like, it ain't necessarily going to be Travis Kelce all the time. Sure. Sometimes Kelce's just going to block and he's going to go out there and be a decoy for another guy. So with Patrick Mahomes saying that, and then when you see how they play, because I know the game script of the Chiefs, you got to fade their receivers. Get Kelce, or you will pick Kelce like in a showdown game, right? If you playing a showdown game with Chiefs, yeah, of course, have fun. Go through and go crazy. Pick all of the Chiefs receivers, right? But if you playing tournaments like this, where it's other NFL teams games playing, other players playing, fade the Chiefs on receivers because you don't know who the hell gonna go off on each day. It is literally a 100% guessing game. You got to get lucky. If you got a Chiefs receiver who went off, good for you, because you can't call yourself a sports guru. Because if Patrick Mahomes didn't even know he was going to throw that guy the ball, how the hell did you know? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's best to just leave that alone and go with some go-to people who like Duvernay. Duvernay gonna get the ball, right? Mm-hmm. You know Mark Andrews gonna get the ball because who else they gonna throw the ball to in Baltimore? Outside of just Lamar Jackson rushing for 100 fucking yards his damn self, when he decide to throw the fucking ball, he gonna throw it to Duvernay and fucking Mark Andrews. At least you know that. You know without a shadow of a doubt that that's how the game is gonna go. You don't know how the Chiefs going. You just don't know. So Clyde Edwards-Helaire to me is the most important Chief, not the most productive, the most important. He's the safest. Pick Clyde Edwards-Helaire because if nothing else, what your screen say, he gonna give you 18 fantasy points. If nothing else, he gonna squeeze out 18 for you. A touchdown here, few catches there, maybe 50, 60 rushing yards, and that's it for him. And that's 18 points on your squad, and that's all you need. As long as you get them at 18 from him, you good. And he'll give you 18. He good for that. He might give you 25, 30, but average Clyde Edwards-Helaire football day is a good 17, 18 points, right? And that's good for running back.
Well, we seem like we're finishing out prime time. Lamar Jackson, Josh Jacobs, Jay Dubbins, I butchered his name, Duvernay.
Devin Duvernay.
Yep.
Devin Duvernay.
Devontae Adams, Mac Hollins, Mark Andrews, Edwards-Helaire, and the Ravens defense for the prime time.
Man, I can't wait for this game. Yo, this is Sunday night game? Oh yes, I am going to watch the Bengals and the Ravens game. Oh, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to watch this game. I hope the Ravens. Listen, I'm gonna be tweeting a lot from on game night. I'm gonna be tweeting on this Ravens Cincinnati game. I'm tweeting. I am on Twitter that time because I want the Bengals to get their ass whooped. Beat the shit out the. I'm not a Ravens fan, but I'm a Ravens fan against the Bengals. I am a Ravens fan only for the Bengals game. Please, Ravens, please. And listen, there's some trivia questions too. I gotta answer my trivia questions on Yahoo because I do play fantasy sports in another capacity, but we don't do that on the show. We just do the players. But I get my emails from Yahoo Sports and you answer your trivia questions for the game. There are some Bengals and Ravens trivia questions that I can't wait to answer, and I want the Ravens to kill these boys, destroy these Bengals, kill their dreams, please. Shut them out. All right, y'all. This has been episode 4 of the Fantasy Sports Recap. I'm your host, Open Mind, along with the other host, DZ.
Good night, everyone.
Fantasy Sports, happy drafting. Freedom bless y'all. Deuce.